Disability is what? Disability is the inability to do something, right? And where does that inability ultimately lie? It lies in the mind, right? So if you could just crack that, worldwide, if you could just crack it, and who's doing it? Former special forces soldiers, people who are at the peak epitome of destructive ability, that at an individual level, right? You're not a machine, you're a human being which is designed to destroy. You're built, trained, equipped to destroy supremely efficiently. That's what you're supposed to do anywhere across the globe, in any kind of a scenario. You fucking throw aliens at us, we'll fucking kill them, right? Yeah, that's what you believe. That's what you believe. Otherwise, you won't make it, right? So, former special forces veterans, I felt that this is kind of an energy that we share with people with disabilities, because they are constantly having to navigate a minefield of the world around them. A guy on a wheelchair, it's very, very difficult for that person to go outside his house and find a job and earn a living, right? It's very, very difficult for that person to cross the street, right? Very, very difficult for that person to use public transport, right? So his life is a battle zone. So that guy, he can't give up. He can't afford to give up, right? And most people with disabilities don't have jobs because society perceives them as weak and perceives them as a problem and perceives them as something that takes too much of investment to really get any value out of. So all of these things, So Operation Blue Freedom is what this 3 world records are all about, and all 3 elements of land, air, and water. And we did the first world record end of 2021. We climbed the world's highest battlefield, a team of 8 people with disabilities. Unfortunately, it could not be an international team because the Siachen Glacier, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, it's the world's highest battlefield. It's an active battle zone, right? Goes up to altitudes of about 24,000 feet, and it's an entire glacier. So the army is all parked on the glacier. You're basically living inside a fridge, right? So we trained. So it's an active military zone. So we could not get clearances for foreign participants, but we were able to get clearances for an Indian team, and we trained 8 people with disabilities, 400% blind people, people who can't see, 100% visually impaired, 3 upper limb amputees, 1 leg amputee who was a battle casualty. So 8 people, we trained them, and we did a 9-day expedition into the glacier and back successfully. Yeah, and so the idea was to create these world records. We are going in for the second one right now. We are in negotiations with Dubai and with Thailand for the air world record. So these are 3 world records that we want to create at 3 different places around the world. We do not look at boundaries. We do not operate on judgment. We operate on kind of a unifying thought process. Divide and rule, unite and evolve. So that kind of a mindset. So that's the 3 world records that we are doing.